Good morning, everyone. It's Janet here with Remarkably Created, and I am excited. Today's January 5th, and it's the launch of Stampin' Up's Spring Catalog, as well as Celebration. I have lots and lots of fun stuff planned for you. It's going to be a packed day here on the page as I take it over and do Facebook Lives every 2 hours for you, share samples, give prizes away every couple of hours. All kinds of fun stuff is going to be happening all day long right here on this page. One thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you click the like button and the following button so that you get notified when I am live on this page and when great things are happening on this page. Another thing is that you might want to do so that you can win prizes throughout the day is remember that when you're watching the lives or you're looking at the different posts that I'm going to be making, to comment and to share those, because that's one of the two ways that you'll be winning prizes. So I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to take a look at the catalog. I'm also going to share with you some other products that became available today as well. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the catalogs. So right now, we're also in the middle of, not in the middle, we're also at the beginning of Celebration. We're not in the middle. It just kicked off. You got to apologize. I hope all of you have your cup of coffee, because I know that it's early where you guys are at some places. And I've actually been up since 3 a.m. I got up early to get all of my customers' product share orders in so that we could get them out as early as next week. So I've been up, and if I slub up a little bit, it's probably because my mouth and my brain is tired. But we're going to get through this day, guys, and lots of caffeine on tap all day. So anyway, Celebration is also happening right now, and I'll go through that in just a second. But let's go through this beautiful catalog together. I just want to point out some features and benefits. Hundreds of full color samples. If you're one of my customers, make sure that you check out the newsletter in the coming days. I will have what's called our recipe list. While it does not have the dimensions of every project, it will tell you what was used in that project. And a lot of times then that helps you piece it together. Because sometimes you're going to go, was that a stamp or was that fussy cut from paper? And so I will have the supply list for you for every project that is in this catalog. So hundreds and hundreds of amazing full color samples. Okay. You have a short little index right here on the front. So if you know the name of something and you want to get to it fast, you're going to have that. And then you want to look for these little icons here. You're going to have this little icon that looks like a player button, and that means that there is a video for that, a professional video done by Stampin' Up. And then just like come follow Stampin' Up on Pinterest, Facebook, and YouTube. They have great samples being shared by our artisans. And of course, you want to make sure that you're following me on all of those channels as well, to Facebook, Pinterest. My newly restarted blog, you want to come see me. So I'm going to use this here as a moment to bring out the fact that today, along with all of the stuff in the spring catalog, our sweet new little mini embossing machine launched for customers today. This is like the perfect travel size. A lot of our dies fit right in here, and we do have some folders that are designed for the mini as well. So you're going to want to look for the word mini, and I'll be pointing them out for you. It does have that logo on either side, has the handle on it, and then it comes with all of these plates here. And then for my customers, I mentioned in my newsletter yesterday that in just a couple months, I will be celebrating my 25th anniversary as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. But I decided after the year that we've had last year that I'm going to celebrate my 25th anniversary as a year-long party. I mean, who doesn't need a year-long party in their life right now, right? And so I'm going to be doing that in the form of really fun virtual events for customers and followers on my social media, as well as just really fun giveaways, rewarding you for having been a customer. And some of you have been with me all 25 years. So the first 20 to purchase the little mini embossing machine from me will go ahead and get these two folders here. They are no longer available from Stampin' Up, so they are now exclusive. So we might also call them vintage if we wanted to be fun. So that is something that came online today as also available. And I'll make sure to get the code to you if you haven't seen my newsletter yet. So lots of fun stuff in the catalog as we go forward. Just a quick review in case some of you are new. Stampin' Up! Has what we call kits. There are 3 types of kits. We have Paper Pumpkin, which is our subscription-based kit. We have our all-inclusive kits, and they're all-inclusive because they do include an ink spot. They do include a block. So for somebody that is crafting, maybe just beginning, maybe crafting on limited space, doesn't want a large supply of products on their shelf or whatever, and all-inclusive is great. All-inclusive kits also make great gifts. They're perfect to take on the road, take on vacation with you, all of that. So all-inclusive means that it includes the stamp set, includes a block, and has an ink spot with it. And that will vary the number of ink spots based on the kit. You can see this beautiful kit here. And then all of the supplies to make that project. The other one that we have, they're called project kits. The project kit is simply the paper supplies as well as anything else that you see in the picture here. In this case, you've got twine and you've got a beautiful storage box. So you have the project kit. The stamp is sold separately, which means that you could use your own stamps that you already have to complete these projects. And if you don't want these projects, you could get just the stamp set to work with the paper supplies that you already have. This here are just the suggested colors of inks that are used in this project kit here. So we've got our subscription kit, our all-inclusive kit, and our project kit. Then we have something else called our product medley. This is basically a extra large, double-sized kit. It is not all-inclusive in that it doesn't have a block or the ink, but what you're going to find is it's really amped up. You've got beautiful designer papers, and I have just been eating these papers up. You saw a few in a sneak peek yesterday. Has a stamp set, has dies. Notice this icon mini here. It means that all of the dies here will go through that little mini embossing machine that I just showed you. Has embellishments and has twine. All of the elements of this kit are exclusive to this kit. There's no other way to get them with the exception of a refill. You do have a refill of the twine, the papers, and the embellishments so that you can keep on creating with that. So, product medley. Then we have different suites throughout the catalog. I love the suites. For those of you that like an extremely coordinated look, the suites are perfect for you. There is an I want it all button. You can simply use the suite collection code and it will order everything in the suite for you. If you'll notice, a lot of our suites here, this one is 162. This suite would qualify you for 3 celebration items at $50 point value each, or $50 qualifying purchase each, or a $100 celebration qualifying order and then a $50 one. Our celebration items are at $50 and $100 in purchases. So you've got the I want it all button, and then you can see here all of the beautiful elements that are part of that. Also up here where you see this little colored box, and you'll see this on all of our suites, you're going to notice that there's little color blocks and then the name of the cardstocks that coordinate with it. Again, everything in a Stampin' Up! Catalog coordinates back to our main line of colors, our inks and our designer papers, our neutrals and things like that. So all of these products then are designed to coordinate back with everything in the main catalog. I have been doing suite videos for you, so if you want to see some great projects and see the different suites up close, simply go to the video tab. You may have to click on more, and then click on the video tab, and you're going to be looking for the name of the suite and the word sweetness. And I've got 2 more suites to finish up with today. But beautiful embossed papers, beautiful black and white papers, and amazing new foil. You're going to love that. And if nothing else in this suite, you're going to love these matte finish black dots. I can't have enough of them in my crafting stash right now. And then this one here is a new treat box. All of you who purchased my product share are getting one of these flat, and then you'll have a creative challenge for you as an opportunity to win a new stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's actually from me, but from Stampin' Up. And so we'll show you how to put it together in a video, and then you'll have a creative challenge. So amazing treat boxes, no adhesives, goes together quick and easy. After each suite, you'll have 2 more spreads of the bundle or the bundles that are part of that, showing the stamp set full size. Again, if you're new to the catalog, fairly new to Stampin' Up, it's important that you kind of pay attention to the fine print. The reason being is it'll show you the size clear blocks that are best used with that. And then in addition, the images of the stamps themselves will give you a little bit of a clue. Here you may be able to see or not see on camera that some of the items have a vanilla background. They seem like they pop off the page a little bit more. That means that they have a coordinating die. Further in the further in the catalog, you're going to see what it looks like for ones that have coordinating punches. So you'll see that. In addition, you're going to see little things like coordinates with always dies, or if there's something from the annual catalog that it coordinates with, it's going to mention that. Our bundles are always on sale. You always save 10% when purchasing a bundle. But again, our bundles are available separately. An example of that I'll show you in just a minute, where I took advantage of that option. So maybe you're just a stamper and you don't die cut, okay? So you've got that option right there. So, and then something else to pay attention to with the dies though, as you're deciding, do I really want them? Do I need them? A lot of die sets have bonus pieces. Yes, they can cut out some of the words and some of the elements here, but then you're also going to find some extra pieces that just kind of really enhance the layering look of those dies. So kind of pay attention to some of the extras. For example, on this page, there's a beautiful kind of filigree type heart. There's not a stamped image for that, but that fits around the heart stamp. And so you're going to have that beautiful look. So again, those extra pieces, the banner here that fits with the words, you're going to have some of those type pieces throughout it. If you are have another side gig, if you have a side gig as one of our makeup companies, one of our skincare companies, you need this so that you can do some amazing hand stamped and handmade cards that'll make you stand out from the crowd in that other side gig in that business. I have already been using this in my other side gig, and I love it. The lips stamp up amazingly. You've got your lipstick, you've got this fun little swish, and then just some great stuff. Happy Galentine's, and that is not a typo. There is actually now a official celebration of Galentine's. It's a day for women to come together, and I think it came out of a sitcom. And I wasn't watching a lot of TV in the 80s and 90s because of my kids and work schedule, but I believe it came out of a sitcom. So it is truly Galentine's. Love the You Go Girl, X's and O's, and sealed with a kiss. We've got some great hearts here. And I love that if you look at a lot of the stamp sets, they've included some greetings that take the stamp set beyond what you suppose the holiday that you suppose that stamp set to be for. So you can extend them well beyond the life of any holiday that they might be geared towards getting a lot of mileage out of them. This is a great example of the lots of extra little dies that aren't necessarily coordinate with a stamp. So that's really cool. Oh, and back to this one for just a second. This one actually has a punch. It's lips and a heart. And so you can punch that out, and then you can punch the heart out as well. Some other fun Valentine's themed projects, but again, go well beyond that. I mean, we want to say we love you to people all year long, right? So any greeting of love is great. Really sweet little kangaroo set with the coordinating dies, excuse me. Lots and lots again of those inspirational samples that you're going to see throughout. Hydrangea Hill, doesn't that just look yummy? Look at those colors popping off of the page. You've got acetate or mercury glass here that is like acetate. It adheres and works the same as acetate, but has a look of mercury, which is why it is called mercury glass. Parks and Recreation, thank you so much. I knew somebody had said in the past that it had come from a sitcom, so thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Beautiful, gorgeous grape organdy ribbon. And then these elements here I've been using even with the ice cream suite. You saw some of those samples in a Facebook Live last night. Gorgeous, gorgeous papers. And of course you've got your hydrangeas. These are unique in that the way that the die cuts, it cuts in a way that fluffs up that flower automatically. It kind of has little ridges that it puts into it, and then you can kind of pull those ridges up. So Hydrangea Hill is amazing. You can see that here. Here is another one of the bundles, and I will be doing a video later focusing on the bundles that are in the catalog. I'll be doing videos every 2 hours throughout the day. Some other sweet stamps. You've got some Easter stamps coming. This one may look familiar. It was one that had been available in November and December. And I hope that all of you took the time to get it, because this little piece here alone, oh my gosh, we're having so much fun with the snail sliding down it, the donkey sliding down it, going yeehaw. So just this little piece alone right here is just a whole lot of fun. Then we have our Dandy Garden Suite. This is the suite that is tied to our Memories and More line. So you're going to have coordinating note cards and envelopes with this one. You're also going to have your Memories and More note cards. These are 4x3 and 4x6. Some amazing laser paper. You've got designer paper, and in this case, this designer paper is 12x12. Oh my gosh, guys, who loves dragonflies? How much fun, right? And so you've got your Dragonfly punch for this one, and then amazing dies here. And we'll flip it over and you can see the bigger version of them. Dandelions, we always called these wishers because you'd blow on them and make a wish. So my kids grew up calling them wishers. It's just something our family did. Maybe you did too, and I don't know where I picked it up, but we did that. There you can see the punch. And then you can see the Dragonfly Garden stamp set. And again, available all together or individually. You've got a new greeting set. And I always love to tell people that greetings are like accessories for a little black dress. You know, you can have one black dress, but you can make it look all kinds of different based on the accessories and the shoes that you put with it. And the same thing with greetings. If you do nothing else but pick up greetings, that's a great way to enhance what you already own. Laura, go ahead and message me your email, and then I will go ahead and get that out after the video's over. That'll be the quickest way instead of back and forth or me going through the comments. So Laura was asking about a link for the catalog to order and for being on my newsletter. So I'm going to get her plugged in. So here you have some brushed blooms. And what's interesting is this is one die, and I will be doing a video showing you some dies that I actually cut apart. I know, not for the faint of heart, right? But yeah, I'm going to show you some dies that I cut apart. Some borders. These are just simple long border stamps. Same here, you can see the actual size of it. So it's going to go across either lengthwise on a standard A2 card or widthwise on a standard A2 card. Big background stamp. This is the one that's not shown full size, but this again will cover a standard A2. A standard A2 card is 5.5 by 4 1/4. These are the dies that I've been using like crazy. You've seen it in lots of posts. I have to remind myself to put them down and back away from them. These dies, yes, they look absolutely amazing with the stamps, but these dies add texture as well as die cut, and these would actually work as a standalone set of dies on their own just fine. We have our Fine Art Floral. And for my customers who are coming to our private event on the 9th and the 10th, Missy Bollinger is going to be doing a demonstration of the gold flakes and giving you some fun ideas for the gold flakes at that private closed event this weekend. You've got some gold acetate. Again, adheres like the mercury glass. It coordinates, and one of the pieces actually overlays this beautiful Fine Art Floral paper. The heat and stick powder is what allows this to stick. And then you've got some fun folders here. I actually have some of the folders in the catalog as door prizes. So you want to be commenting and sharing, guys. And then those beautiful. Don't forget, again, just that quick reminder, the suites have that I want it all button for you. So here you can see that again. This is another one of those dies that I cut apart. I know I cut these stamps and those dies apart. I just couldn't handle having them all the time. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that video. You might want to have a glass of wine on hand for that one. Another great bundle. So you've got some really fun bundles happening here. You've got, this one is a punch. So you've got this new punch here. And again, I'm going to be doing one of the videos scheduled for the Every 2 Hours a Day is featuring the punches, circles. And of course, these are going to match. If you read the small one, it's going to tell you the layering circle dies and the punch that it coordinates with. So great versatility. I love that it ties back to something that I already own, adding value to something that's in my crafting stash. This is another amazing, it's been an extremely popular bundle. Looking at it with what demonstrators are posting samples of and sharing in our demonstrator only group. So we've seen a lot of the succulents, very, very popular. And I can see why. You've got some new tags, some new shapes. I'm a big fan of dies that make tag shapes, words. I love words and tag shapes, and then your basic shapes. Those are my 3 favorites. Because again, it extends the value of it way beyond the kit. So I love, love, love that. Sand and Sea. You're going to see me show you a fun technique with the folder later on today. Don't miss the little pearls. Yes, they're there on the page, but it is still easy to miss them on this page. Moving forward, again, you can see a little bit more of that. Here we've got a great flamingo. And again, be looking for that mini sign throughout the catalog. Whenever you see the mini word, it means that all of the dies fit. Now, on this one, for example, this is too big for the mini, but the little ones would fit, okay? But when you see the word mini, that means that every die in the set will go through that sweet little mini embosser. You've got Sweet Strawberry, and in a second, you're going to see in the celebration catalog a berry bundle that you can get. So this is going to extend the fun of that celebration bundle as well. And so this one has a punch that you can make really fun 3D strawberries. And then you have these great flowers. And I lied. I mentioned those dies back there before as my must-have dies. It's actually the Pierce Bloom dies that have that extra piecing on them and the tab. This is the one that I've been using like crazy. So I misspoke earlier. I really, really sorry. I need to drink more of that coffee. But this is the die set that is amazing. You saw quite a few cards made with that yesterday. And I'll be sharing all of those in a photo album. I'll be putting together an album that is called Spring Samples and an album that's called Celebration Samples. So you're going to want to be looking for those albums. I'm not going to say too much about the shark one, or I'm going to be singing this song all day long, but how much fun is this, right? Shark Week, I'm going to say that instead of the other thing, and then I'll focus on that part of it instead of the song. But fun, fun, fun for all the little ones in your life, the same way with the Oh Snap. So you've got some great, really fun, really relevant stamp sets for the young people in your life. And speaking of young people, I mean young at heart, but ice cream, everybody loves ice cream, right? And so we've got this amazing suite here. This suite also has a punch with it. So you're going to love that. So looking for that punch, that's part of that. And these are the 2 elements of that punch. If you turn that around, that's easily Mickey Mouse or a bear. And then, of course, you've got a great triangle for lots of fun stuff with that, as well as the bottom of the cone. Then you've got some great stamps. If you're on my mailing list, I will be putting in my newsletter this coming week as well. The demonstrator, April Lopez, this is her $1 million stamp set. She went ahead and put together a skin tone chart. And so it's an amazing document that you'll be able to download and then print out and go ahead and create your own Stampin' Blend skincare chart. So I'll be sharing that with those on my newsletter in the coming weeks. So lots of good things related to the catalog. Pretty birthday dies. Again, you've got some sweet banners and some versatility. Kind of a different look for birthdays for us. Hey Chick. This one will be available soon, and it comes as a bundle. There will be dies for it, and then they're bringing back the Hey Chick from a few years ago. So you're going to want to make sure that you're staying tuned for the amazing promotion around Happy Birthday Chick, but there's a little sneak peek at that promotion for you. Something a little different. You've got tree pieces that will build a long tree and got some really, really cute little critters there. Then we have our Snail Mail. This is another one I've been having a lot of fun with. Makes a tiny little envelope. You've got some twine, some cute little hearts, and some beautiful papers as well in this set. Crafter's Corner, if you're looking for stamps for the Angel Policy, you will have the copyright Stampin' Up! In here, as well as just some flat-out fun stamps for crafters. I mean, who's not a craft queen? If you're a craft queen, go ahead and give yourself a heart and a little love, because we're all craft queens, right? So I love, love, love that. And I just love the elements that I could use on the back of my handmade products or on tags if I'm gifting or selling items. This one I can't wait to play with. All of these elements build all kinds of flowers. I'm just kind of actually waiting to see what the more creative types do with it, and then I can just be inspired by them. Because I know that they're going to do more than just the ideas shown here, that they're going to be off the charts. I mean, looking at these pieces right here, how many of you see candles? So how many of you see the potential for like a menorah, or a Advent candles or something like that, or birthday candles. So I know that the really think outside the box creative types are going to do some fun stuff with this one. So that's going to be a lot of fun, as well as this little lacy piece. I can already see that as an amazing element on the backgrounds of things. So fun, lots to play with. Yeah, I need a lot of time. I need like 36 hours in a day. You've got window pieces, and again here you can see where the pieces are more than what's in this set, but you're going to be able to build some really beautiful scenes. And I'm already thinking again how I can take this one off of the window look and do some other fun stuff with it, like the brick background. There's so many ways to use a big brick background. Say that 3 times, right? There's so many things that could be peeking in that window. I already see the cute little donkey looking at that. We have some great botanicals here. So I'm gonna, and actually if any of you know the names of any of the flowers that are in these botanicals, I would love to know those. I'll give you an extra point, an extra ticket in the drawing if you know those botanicals and can give them a shout out and help me understand and educate me on what these botanicals are. Then I love this one. This one really jumped out at me and was actually on my top 10 list. And the reason is it's got sentiments and greeting in it that we don't have anywhere else. They really do fit a niche. Like, it's hard to say goodbye, sending positive thoughts. Just know that I'm here for you. And boy, do we need that sentiment right now a lot, right? I love this one. May your comeback be bigger than your setback. What a great, like, powerful message to send to someone. I know this is a tough day, to someone as wonderful as you. So this set just really spoke to me. The sentiments in it just really tugged at my heart. I love to send those kinds of messages. So it works great for me. We've got some beautiful butterflies and another great frame and some beautiful dies here. Another greeting set. So again, if you're looking to just touch up some of the stamps that you already own, greetings are a way to go. More florals, and I know every one of us always say, I don't need more flowers, but who's a sucker for flowers? I am. I love flowers. Flowers. I mean, they're near perfect for every darn occasion. And then I want to just draw your eyes back to here. You'll see these die cut out later today in some of the other presentations. But again, those mini signs, reversible signs. We've got Easter. And remember I mentioned earlier that the bundles are available together or individually. I'm going to be honest, the oval occasion stamp set did not speak to me, but oval punches sure did. So in this case, I did not invest in the oval occasion stamp set, but I simply purchased just the punch. So while I realize that there is a savings for buying both, I really only wanted one. So I do appreciate that opportunity to either save money or get exactly what I want. So, and then you've got a sweet little baby set, but these could also be young first birthday, young kid birthdays. Also great stamps for maybe scrapbooking zoos and things like that. This is another one that's been very popular because, again, we have not had anything like this at all in the time that I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And we're seeing a lot of variations on that. So if you look at this top this way, if I was to flip this catalog around, maybe you can visualize it a little bit, and I'll put my finger there, but can you see shorts? Can you see drawers? So we're seeing a lot of fun possibilities. For example, this is a banner created with the pocket. You've got bows. We're actually seeing beautiful women's collars and lacy collars. And so you're just seeing a lot of really fun stuff with this suite here. And while I normally don't focus on, like Father's Day and masculine things until maybe April, May, because of all the other options for doing fun tropical shirts, for birthdays, doing those little shorts that I've seen. I've seen this also done with camouflage to do military BDUs and things like that. This is definitely a set that you might want to invest in early and add it to your collection because there's a lot of fun things. This also makes a great bow. Think Minnie Mouse. You've got a Western set. Where's my Western fans out there? So you've got some kind of fun Western. We haven't had anything Western theme probably 20 years in Stampin' Up. You've got a really fun cut above. There's some kind of fun stuff in there. You're cut above the rest. You make the world look better and the grass look greener. So you've got some fun images there. You've got the I love line art. I just think they look really, really stunning, just kind of all on their own. And then don't miss the blending brushes. It's really easy to miss. This is another stamp set that was on my top 10 of items in this catalog, again, because it fills a void. It's an amazing stamp set by $1 Million seller Gail Murray. And the focus is on grandchildren. But again, the holding hearts and then the love only grows. Congratulations on your newest little treasure. That greeting could actually just be to a new mom, new family, new parents. So you could kind of mix and match it. And it does mix and match really well with some of the other stamp sets that are there. So I love this stamp. So that was definitely at the top of my list. The other thing is these little hot dogs. Of course, they're not German short hair pointers like Tegan Marburg, but I had to have the dogs, right? And then just something I'll point out here, and then you'll see it again later today. You've heard me say that a lot because you're going to see me a lot today. These Stitched with Whimsy dies do not cut out rectangles. Instead, what they do is they add stitching around pieces of cardstock that are that size. They just kind of add a pretty little edge to that. And you're going to find that many of our squares and our rectangles line up and match with them. So then as you go back through the rest of the catalog, there's that little mini machine with the code and the ordering information for you. But you're just going to find another quick reference. A cool little tip for you, all of the samples in the back of the catalog are new and different from the catalogs in the front, adding to the sheer number. You're going to see fun dies that don't actually cut out, but add that dimension to your card by literally kind of doing a paper piecing look. So you're going to see some of those fun dies like that throughout the catalog. So whenever you're looking at a die or a stamp or anything in the catalog and you have questions about it, I'm here. That's what I do. That's one of the things that I provide as your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is service to answer those type of questions like, what is that die for? What does that piece do? I may not own them all, but I may know where to find the answers for you. So then just as a real quick, because we're going to be doing a video specifically on these, this little brochure here, again, has different samples in it. And it shows you the items that you can get for qualifying $50 orders, $100 orders. If your items $300, it's in $50 increments. So you'll have those choices. Also note in here something different this time is there are 2 collections, okay? And it's a collection of products to make these. So this is something new and different as well. So if you were to buy this collection, you would get the donkey stamp for free, and you're going to be off and running with the products that are in here. So there's 2 collections. So that's something that's a little new and different. So as you go shopping today, you're going to want to be aware of that. So, and then just speaking of shopping real quick, I do have a couple of special offers. Again, I put it in my newsletter for my customers in celebration of my 25th anniversary all year long. So I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the day that the first 20 are going to get these when they purchase their embossing machine. In addition, any size order will receive a sampling of ribbon and embellishments. It's not the full-size product sampler that people have purchased, but you will receive a ribbon and embellishment sampler as a thank you gift. And then for those that are spending $300, in addition to the exclusive stamp set that you're going to get from Stampin' Up!, okay, as well as the 36 free shopping dollars beginning at $300. If your order includes the mini embossing machine, you're going to have this and then an amazing exclusive carry bag that you're going to be able to use with this. And it's all spelled out in my customer newsletter. So I am looking forward to sharing more with you all day long. Stay tuned if you miss any video at any time. Because we can't sit by the computer all day long. If you miss any video at any time or any post at any time, you can simply go up under more and click photos. You can go up and click on videos, and everything that I present all day will be there. So I look forward to seeing you guys in a little bit. The next video is at 10 o'clock Eastern time, but in between time, we'll do a prize giveaway, and I have some samples that I'm going to post for you. So happy launch day, guys.